care about is spewing atheist cliches and slogans as to why it's legitimate for them to not believe. But then when we apply the very criterion of belief that they use to their own system, they don't follow it.
Yeah,
Why
I
don't
care
they
about truth,
follow?
Darth.
Oh, are you an atheist?
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, that won't last very long in here. So if you ever hear that, he says he cares about the truth, right?
I do.
Let's count the minutes and
How
see
do
how
you
long it takes
rule
them.
out Cartesian scenarios, Darth?
How do I rule that out?
Yeah,
By virtue of God's revelatory actions.
right. But how do you know that they're true? If you could be
Because God has made us to think in certain ways.
right, so you have to presuppose God. Circular reasoning?
No, it's
Yes.
not okay. Are you objecting that God cannot make us to know things in a way that we can't be wrong? Are you objecting to that?
I'm objecting. You can't be certain about it.
On what grounds?
How would you know?
No, I'm asking me a question is not a defense of your position. You said you're making an objection. So what is your on in your worldview, how do you establish that anything is true non-circularly?
I don't. That's my
Good,
point.
then you
I
need
take
to
the Munchausen
then
try.
you then
Would you like me to
you're
finish
not
the answer?
no,
I
you
take
just
the
need to
Munchausen try limit
no,
seriously,
no, you're not understanding. Then you're just making arbitrary declarations now.
and so are
But
you.
you're pivoting from your position to his now. You're not answering
See,
his question.
No, no, no,
my
no. He
position.
You're
was supposed to
pivoting back.
answer how he justifies his claim.
I just
Yeah,
explained to
exactly.
you. I just explained to you that all knowledge in the Christian worldview is rooted in the character, the purposes, and the revelatory actions of God. You will either accept that or not. If you characterize that as circular, I
Hmm.
say to you, by what standard and by what authority do you make that declaration?
You're trying to
We
shift the
should,
burden of proof. The burden is yours,
Okay,
not mine.
Mark. See, now now you've been demonstrated to be a liar.
Darth,
Yep.
can we
Yeah,
get
go
him to
ahead.
clarify what he means by circularity? When he says it's circular, does he mean that it's self-authenticating and self-verifying, that it's virtuous circularity? Or is
Well,
he
there's no
stating that
such
it's
thing as, well,
faulty reasoning?
yeah, virtuous circularity, if you want to call it that, or spiral reasoning, whatever you want to use it. It's circular.
So not even God can speak authoritatively?
Perhaps, but you can't.
No, 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 no,
Well,
no, no,
can
no,
he
no,
defend the
no.
claim that it's not justified?
Yeah,
Yeah, how did
I'm
on what
invoking
ground on what grounds can I not speak authoritatively when I'm recapitulating what God has revealed?
because you cannot be certain of what God can reveal.
No, the issue of certainty is not the issue. The issue
It
is
absolutely is.
can I no you no okay you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let me explain it to you.
He's got
Okay.
you.
Okay, no, all right. Okay, great. I warned you. Okay, now you're muted. Okay. What you're not understanding is certainty is not a requirement for knowledge. Okay. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware of it, but that's not what you're claiming certainty.
Okay, sir, listen. If you're going, see,
You
you
said God
told me
made you, we can be
you
certain.
told me, look, if you ever talk me again,
Just
I'm going
trying
to
to
kick
correct
you
you
out
on
of the
what you
room.
said, remind you.
If you listen to me. I'm being vastly patient with you. Okay? I consider you're being rude repeatedly to me. Now, what I do is when you say something and then I give a rebuttal response,
Hmm.
you're like a Mexican jumping bean. You jump from semi-related topic to semi-related topic, which is a tactic that people who are not truth seekers will
I'm
do.
just trying to get you to
Okay?
answer the
Because then
question.
okay, if I hear you ever talk me one more time, it means that you're not a truth seeker and you have no intention of having an adult interaction with me. Okay? Now, you are asserting to me that not even God can speak in a self-justifying way. Okay? Now, is it your contention that not even God can speak in terms of a self-attesting way?
No, I'm not talking to God, I'm talking to you.
Okay, so can God create a world whereby I can recapitulate what he asserts?
You could, but you wouldn't be certain of it, and you're claiming certainty.
Okay,
That's an
again,
assertion.
I've already covered that because the degree of certainty is irrelevant. Certainty is not a requirement for knowledge.
Right, but
Okay?
you claim
Or
certainty.
listen to me.
God
That's
made you.
this.
God made you certain. He made you
Okay.
infallible on that piece of knowledge, which is how you justify your circular reasoning.
Okay. First of all, again, I'm going to explain it to you again. Certainty is not the issue here. The issue is whether or not I am a recipient of God's revelation and I'm simply recapitulating it. Okay? So are you telling me that in a world where God's sovereignty reveals himself in a self-attesting manner, are you telling me that it is impossible for me to recapitulate God's self-revelation? Is that impossible for me to recapitulate that?
It's impossible for you to be certain about it, which is what you use to justify your circular
Okay,
reasoning.
okay. Now, if I hear you do that again, I'm going to kick you from the room.
Because you're wrong.
Sorry,
I'm
listen to
embarrassing
me.
you.
You can't.
Darth, just to have him defend his
No,
claim.
you're
Just
not.
make him defend
You're
I'm
his
not.
not
claim.
defending any
You're
claim.
you're
This is an
not.
internal
You're
critique
not.
of
You're
Darth's
not.
worldview.
You're not embarrassing me. Okay. You keep on bringing up the issue of certitude.
Yep.
Now, and remember, if you ever talk me again, I'm kicking you from the room. Now, you did not address my question. You've already agreed that God can speak in a self-attesting manner. Okay.
You said it was unjustified, not anything about confidence. How isn't it justified?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a difference between justification and certitude. Okay. Now, do you accept that God, the God of the Bible, can reveal himself in a self-attesting manner?
He could, but you can't be
Okay.
certain of
Now,
that.
okay. I told you not to do that again. That's not the issue. You're gone. Okay. You're
Sorry,
done.
I'm embarrassing you. You can kick
Well,
me.
he
No,
realizes
no.
he can't
You can
defend it, but it's
listen.
not
Listen.
justified.
You can pull that snarky teenage.
It's not snarky teenager
maneuver.
stuff.
Okay. Did I tell you not to overtalk me?
You want to insult me? I'm going to respond.
Okay. All right. You're done.
Oh shit! Is this the famous Darth Dawkins?
Darth, he's obviously not interested in any sort of
No,
conversation.
I want to
You
understand
should've
the
just grilled him.
justification for the circular reasoning.
You should have just grilled
What's the
him on his claim
justification
that
for
it's not.
for your premise?
Hey, I have been reluctant to kick you from the room. I'm going to give you one more time. Okay. Do not bring up certainty because we're not even discussing it. It's not even relevant. Okay. The issue is recapitulation. Can God use me sovereignly? Can the God of the Bible reveal himself in a self-attesting manner via my recapitulation?
He obviously could, but what I'm not talking to God. I'm talking to a human who's fallible.
You've now contradicted yourself. Okay. Now here's the issue, because
have not.
before you said I couldn't. So in other words,
I said you couldn't be
God
certain, but you didn't like me to bring up that word again.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're so fucking annoying. You're gone. You're just a snarky. Look, I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I caught you in your logical fallacy.
No. See, this
you want to talk about the Munchausen trilemma?
This is
how
what
you,
is so
how you solved
painful
it?
to deal with these adolescent trapped in adult body. They're just snarky.
He just
They're
keeps
cocky.
interrupting you too. It was just You weren't letting him explain. You kept jumping in and cutting him off. Mark.
President of the United
Check,
States
guys.
of
Mod
America or
check.
something.
You're right, Kanye.
Mod check.
Mod check. Look for mods. Look for mods. Point out the mod.
He said the N
Why?
word.
So I can fucking beat
Ban
your
him.
face in?
Ban his dumb ass.
What?
Don't say the N word, you fucking nigga.
Okay, let's practice equal.
Oh, see, now that guy's a pussy. He won't actually say it.
Let's practice treating everyone equal.
Oh, see, now that guy's
on the count of
retarded.
three. On the count of
He
three.
actually said it.
On the count